The United States has more tornadoes than any other country in the world, and meteorologists are really good at forecasting where they might hit pretty far in advance. So why was this weekend's tornado outbreak so deadly? It came down to the sheer number of tornadoes spawned, their intensity, and the fact that they stayed on the ground for so long. Despite the number of people killed, this outbreak was extremely well predicted. The National Weather Service highlighted areas of peak concern 6 days in advance. Our forecast model showed us with high confidence the coming together of the two ingredients we need for severe thunderstorms. CAPE, that's how much energy is available. Think of it like fuel for the storms. And this storm was pulling in hot and humid air straight from the Gulf of Mexico, really priming the atmosphere. But we also need spin to help develop and intensify the storms once they form. This comes from changing winds with height, and with surface winds coming in from the south, winds higher coming more from the southwest. When these storms grew tall enough, they began rotating, turning into what we call supercells, the most dangerous kinds of storms because they're self-sustaining and long-lasting, producing multiple strong tornadoes over a long period of time. That means the tornadoes that were spawned stayed on the ground for up to an hour, rather than just a few minutes, ripping through multiple communities. And they were strong. Most tornadoes that touch down are usually on the lower end of the intensity scale, less than 120 kilometers an hour. But these were on the high end, winds over 260 kilometers per hour for some of them.
Oh my God! We are in a tornado.
The same storm system also produced fierce wind gusts that fanned wildfires in the plains and deadly dust storms in Texas and Kansas. So did climate change make this outbreak worse? We don't know for sure. The thing is, nowadays, we can say how much climate change increased the chances of a flood, fire, drought, even hurricane from happening. But tornadoes? Well, one of the most destructive are one of the smallest scale-wise, so they are really hard to model. And we know climate change is increasing the fuel needed for storms, but decreasing the spin. So researchers are still trying to figure out what the future holds. One trend we are seeing, tornado alleys shifting eastward in recent years.